Hey, hi. So, this is Vrushal, and as part of my master's project under Professor Jose, I have worked on three different parts. First one is a mean stack application, which is a student facing application, and it's for course management. So, it's a part of course management. So, there are two parts where so the first part is uh, entirely built using React, in which a student can a faculty can create courses and various subsections, and on the other part is a student facing app. So in this, students can log in, and they can enroll for courses, and they can take exams, quizzes, and their grades will be displayed. So me along with Shreyasa has worked on the student facing app, which and we have tried to build an end-to-end mean stack app for it. So on our backend we have MongoDB, we have used Express Server, and we have used Angular for creating components. So let's start. My server is already running using NodeMon. So to run the application, you can use npm start or ngserve. So I have worked on Shreyasa has worked on the login module, where a student can log in, and I have worked on course enrollment and registration. So these are the components which Shreyasa has worked on, and I have worked on course detail component and course list component. Under course list component, various courses will be listed for a student to register, and they can view details of those courses, and they can register for a particular course. Once a student registers for a particular course, he can see those courses under his subsection of my courses after he logs in. So we have built it using a NodeMon server, so it will automatically restart the server if even if there are any changes. And we have also used MongoDB in Express over here. It's built using Webpack, so it will be automatically built once we do ngserve. And this project is present on GitHub under the repository. Show you the repository now. So this project is present under course manager client Angular, and it's so me and Shreyasa were working on two different branches, user Angular and course list details. So I have integrated all all the work which I have done on course list details with Shreyasa's branch, which is user Angular, and all the latest code is present on user Angular branch. So all the latest code is present under this particular branch, user Angular. And we have a detailed how to use this particular uh, Git repository as well over here. So you just have to do ngserve. First you have to run a server, and then you just have to do ngserve for running it on localhost. So we can see that Webpack is compiled successfully now. We can go to localhost 4200. Here we can do login, register, and profile, which is I will show under her video. So there is already a user named Alice. And we can see the details of Alice after logging in under her profile. There are options of course available, my register courses, logout, and unregister. So I have worked on listing all the courses. So once you click on course available, we'll see all the courses which are available for a student to register. So say student registers for this particular course, say algorithms. So using show details, they can view the details like which section, CRN, and all those things, and based on those details they can register. Once they register, it will go in the database. So in the database there is a mapping of users details as well as course details. So under enrollment table, this mapping is present, and using a user's information we can see the courses mapped for that particular user. So I clicked on user, and this student got registered for algorithms, and previously I had registered this student for web dev as well. So you can see the course list, and you can do the general logout functionality. Once you log out, it will take you out of the application. So this is about the mean stack student facing Angular app, and a detailed documentation and all the references are present in this document as well. So the second part which I worked on was this particular course manager server Java Spring Boot. So over here, firstly I had to get acquainted with Spring Boot. I was new to Spring Boot because I use Express and Mongo initially for my projects. This time I got a chance to learn SQL, integrating SQL as a database, then using Spring Boot as a server, and then be having our front end. So in this particular repository we have our front end using jQuery, and in this I worked on using jQuery for creating templates for login, profile, and register, as well as creating user services. So various services are present, such as a register user, logged in, or login, logout, and update user. So if we run this app, for this particular app, Rahul has already deployed it on AWS. So once the application which is deployed on Heroku, you don't have to worry about that. But if you are doing it on your local machine, you can use SQL Workbench and have a table. So my SQL Workbench is already running, and this particular application will get data from SQL Workbench and then load it on your system. So it also had two parts: user admin, uh, where admin site portal was made by Shreyasa, and I also worked on creating templates for login, registration, and profile. So it's already started on 8080. So if we just reload this page, you can see various functionalities for user admin. Uh, so there, as it's not deployed on Heroku, uh, the other part which was login. So the templates are I've already opened those templates. So how they were created. So this is for sign in and register for user. Then once a user is logged in, he can view his or her profile, and for registering, they can a new user can register like this. So along with this, I also worked on, for first few months I have also worked on React Native. So React Native is nothing but using the concepts of React for creating web application, which is hybrid application. So you don't have to create separate applications for Android and iOS. This React Native will create two subfolders under the name of Android and iOS, and a different version of application will be created. So the initial phase of React Native, that is setup and setting up of Android Studio and all those things, takes a lot of time. Uh, Plus, if you are running anything using Android Studio, it takes a lot of memory, and it takes more than 10 minutes at least to render the JavaScript bundle. So because of that, I have uh, I have run my applications which I have worked on, and I have taken screenshots of the working app. So I have worked on 3 POCs. First one was basic login functionality. So login screens were created for React Native app. So this is the screen capture of login. So this is my Android simulator, and a user can log in using his username and password. And this was for registration, so user can sign up, a new user, and new user will be created. The other part which I worked on was using creating a POC for React navigation. Navigation in case of React Native is a bit troublesome, and it takes a bit of time to get your hands on. So I have used those concepts to make a POC on course management portal. So say first we have to list various courses. So this also screen to list various courses created by faculty. Then if we click on particular course, we can view the details of a particular course, and a faculty can add a new course as well. Under this me button, under feed, we had all the courses available. So that was my contribution and accomplishments towards the master's project. I really got to learn a lot of new things such as React Native, um, then Angular 4, using Spring Boot, and all and SQL along with Spring Boot. So it was really amazing experience, and uh, I'm really thankful to my professor for guiding me through this entire journey, and it was a nice team effort, and I really enjoyed working with my team members Rahul, Vikram, and Shreyasa. Thanks a lot.